Here's a good explanation as to why it's really important to understand Jesus' words in context with the language he spoke and the culture he came from. It's so different when you look deeply into the Aramaic with the Semitic way of thought included in your study, understanding that. And now that we have so many resources to understand these things more, it's really important to dig deeper and not just take the words at face value, because it's difficult to translate a very feeling and emotional language like Aramaic into a very mechanical language like Greek, and then into English, which is also less feeling, more mechanical. And I thought of a good example of how differently words can be taken just here in our culture. If you're from the Pacific Northwest and you say bless your heart, you actually mean bless your heart. But if you're from the South, you could, depending on tone and context, be insulting someone. Like, oh, bless your heart, you're just so naive, you don't understand what you're talking about. So that's just a little example of how language, context, tone, and also culture can very greatly impact what you're saying. And Jesus had cultural influences that influenced the words he was speaking. So do your research. Find out what the words really mean, what he was actually trying to convey to us. You're going to find a different story. You're going to find a beautiful picture of unconditional love and unity.